We have David Devereaux, Donnie Lansman, and Larry Walker, who have signed in as a panel to testify in support of the bill. Welcome back. Seems like we saw you last year.
Indeed.
It's the exact same. I think it's the same panel, is it not?
It is virtually, it's the same committee, and it's almost down to the member of the same panel. In 2010, I think the House of Representatives made a strong statement by a margin of 96-2 that a bill to address the issue of motorcycle profiling is not only credible, but it's necessary. And I think that the costs of not addressing the issue of motorcycle profiling are beginning to mount, not only in the pure cost of freedoms and civil liberties like the freedom of expression and the right to peacefully organize, equal protection, Article 1, Section 7 privacy protections of the or the state constitution rather, but in the judicial system, a $90,000 stipulated judgment was granted by the Superior Court of Pierce County in September to a victim of motorcycle discrimination and profiling. Testimony during that trial revealed that law enforcement in Washington regularly profiles and discriminates members of motorcycle clubs as a determining factor in whether they pull them over. Furthermore, the trooper involved in this case admitted that he used the tactics, discriminatory tactics outlined in a manual called Basic Biker 101, and he wasn't even aware that an injunction had been granted. I think that the discrimination on the grounds of the Capitol over Black Thursday the past few years have been well documented, from crawling through the bushes to a huge show of law enforcement force, which I think is unnecessary and appalling behavior. Now, I will say that in 2011, this year, was the first year in years that we were not discriminated and blatantly profiled on the campus of the Capitol, and I think that's a direct result of the legislature, at least the House of Representatives last year, making a very clear statement. And also, the momentum that we have both in the House and in the Senate, I think maybe is beginning to reap a result, at least on the grounds of the Capitol. I think passing this bill, and our goal is to experience what we experienced in 2011 at Black Thursday outside the sanctity and the shadow of government. That's what we need. We need this in society. Now, the fiscal note attached to this bill last year said it would only cost $5,000. That's 18 times less than even a single $90,000 judgment. And almost every motorcyclist that I've talked to has been the victim of or witnessed motorcycle profiling. These things are going to continue. The costs are going to continue to mount. And for $5,000, we can deal with a legitimate civil rights-based claim. I think the time is now. I think the legislature is poised to act. And, it gives me faith in grassroots government.